What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis and happy Vlogmas 2024. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to take this shiny polished bowling ball from a polished finish to a sanded finish and why it is so important. So before we get into any of that, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's a great way to help support the channel. If you like what I'm doing here on YouTube, if you appreciate what I'm doing here on YouTube, please consider subscribing. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers. Down below in the description, there's gonna be a link where you can purchase anything that's in this video: the bowling ball, the ball spinner, the sanding pads, the cleaner, literally everything. And so before we get started with it, I want to explain to you why it's important to change the surface of your bowling ball. The biggest and most important reason is because if you don't like the way a ball is rolling, changing the surface can be the easiest way to fix that. I see a lot of times people won't like a bowling ball right out of the box or whatever finish is on the ball, and rather than change the surface, they'll plug it or they'll sell it because they don't like the way it matches up, blah, blah, blah. The easiest way to make a bowling ball go from bad to good a lot of times is to just change the surface. So in front of me here, I have the Primal Rage Evolution, which comes out of the box at a 5500 grit laser scan polish. And to be honest, I like the way this ball rolls with the polish. I don't throw it on the fresh at all. I throw it like more in transition when I gotta get left and start shaping it because it's so clean through the fronts and more poppy. But let's say I wanted it to be a little bit earlier and a little bit smoother, right? The easiest way that we're gonna do that is through our sanding pads. I'm on staff with Vice, so that's why I'm using these Vice pads. But even before I was, even when I wasn't on staff with Vice, I still used these pads. Now, this process is gonna be a little bit different if you are in a pro shop or if you're just at the bowling alley with no access to a ball spinner. Right, with a ball spinner, I would probably hit it with a 500 pad first on the ball spinner with a ton of water and then work my way up, okay? But that's not the way that we're gonna do it here because I don't have a ball spinner. The first thing you have to ask yourself is, what finish do you want the bowling ball to be at the end, right? So for me, I wanna finish it at a 4,000 finish. But I can't just take this 4,000 pad and go right over the top of the polish because it's not really gonna do anything, right? Like, it's gonna smooth out the polish, but it's not going to take the polish off the bowling ball, if that makes sense. And excuse me here, I'm a little bit under the weather. That's why you hear me sniffling and my voice is a little off, but the videos must go on. On a ball spinner, you use it with 500 pad really quickly to knock the polish off and then work your way up, right? You're also not gonna go from 500 all the way straight to 4,000 because it's not really gonna do anything to the lines of the bowling ball. You really wanna be going from like 500, 1,000, 2,000, then 4,000 on the ball spinner. But because not doing a ball spinner, we're gonna do it by hand, we're not gonna start at 500 because those lines are gonna be impossible to take out by hand. Little ASMR, right? So the first pad that we have here is a 2000, and this is a brand new 2000 pad. You saw that I just took it right out of the packaging. What I like to do is tell myself, okay, I got my grips up. That way I know when I go to flip the ball what to do. I like to make sure that the bowling ball is nice and wet. You don't need a ball cleaner. You can just use like water. But I didn't have anything, so I borrowed this from my buddy Chris. I'm gonna spray the pad to make the pad nice and wet. I'm also gonna spray the ball to make the ball nice and wet, also to reduce the friction. And so I'm just going to do little circles here. I'm not applying a whole lot of pressure. Definitely enough pressure. I always say, imagine you're giving your grandma a little bit of a massage, right? You're not going to use too much pressure, but you want her to feel it a little bit, right? So, grab our towel, right? So that should be enough there to take the polish off the ball, right? You can see one half of the ball to the other. This one is much more sanded and this is much more polished, right? So good. And that's way too much surface because I don't want it to look like this. So afterwards, we're gonna hit it with the 4000 pad. So now we had the grips up. Now we're gonna put the grips straight down and we're going to do the same thing to the other half of the ball. Again, I'm gonna get the ball nice and wet, get this pad nice and wet. And again, we're gonna do tiny little circles here. I'm not trying to get too deep. I'm not trying to make this ball have too much surface, but I am trying to make sure that I get all of the polish off. So again, we're gonna dry this ball as much as we can. All right, so now I would feel pretty comfortable saying that this ball has no polish left on it. All right, I'm looking through it. It looks pretty sanded, right? So now there's no polish. And look, if this is the finish that you want on the ball, then you're done. But it's not the finish that I want on the ball. So now I want to hit this with a 4000 pad. And one thing to keep in mind is the more surface you put on the ball, meaning the lower the grit, right? So the lower the grit number, the more surface you're putting on the ball. So 500 is more surface than 2000. And then so obviously 4000 is gonna be less than 2000. So we're gonna do the process the same way, except this time I'm gonna put the grips, I'll show you guys here the grips towards the camera. I'm gonna make sure the ball's nice and wet, make sure the pad is nice and wet. And now with the 4000 finish, I'm gonna use a little bit more pressure than I was with the 2000 because it doesn't have quite as much teeth as it does. The 4000 doesn't have as much teeth as the 2000. So I'm gonna use a little bit more pressure and we're gonna do small little circles, right? All right. Wipe this ball off, right? So now we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do this side of the ball. What's up? It's a tutorial. Now, again, same thing on the other side. Small little circles, trying to smoothen out that surface. Now I don't have a ball spinner or a ball scanner here, so I don't know what this number is actually going to scan at, but we're not worried about it. We're really just doing the eye test here. All right. So now we're going to dry this ball off. Now I feel comfortable saying that if you scanned this bowling ball, it would scan right around 4000, maybe a little bit lower than 4000, maybe like 3000, but it's definitely less surface than the 2000. You can see from the beginning how different it is from what it looked like when we first started this video. So now I'm gonna cut to me throwing shots with this ball at this finish, so you can see how much earlier and how much smoother it is when compared to when this ball was polished. Now, I should have thrown some shots with it polished before, so you're just gonna have to go watch one of the older videos of me throwing this ball so that you can see what it looks like with the polished finish versus now with the sanded finish. All right, gonna show you guys here a couple shots with this Primal Rage with a little bit of surface like you guys just saw. I just got nice and warmed up now. Of course it 10 pinned. All right, so even though that 10 pinned, it was still significantly earlier, significantly smoother than this ball typically is. So I'll throw one more shot here and then we'll wrap it up. Well, I threw that pretty bad and it struck. We'll see you tomorrow on another Vlogmas video.